So continuing our look at 1v1 defending and how it breaks career mode in that you can have a box of four defenders and only one of them is allowed to mark a striker. The other one has to just let the other striker pass. This is with competitor mode enabled, which I didn't have enabled in my last video. And look at this, makes a bit of a difference. I've got the midfielder there attacking the guy who's on the ball, or marking him aggressively at least. And then in the box, I mean, you can see the strikers there aren't exactly in acres of space. And yeah, that's Mario again on the commentary, my cat, sorry. But yeah, if you look at the box, okay, the striker now at the top end from our angle, the top end of the box is not exactly being aggressively hounded, but is not in bags of space either. And as I move the ball around, you can see that because of the midfield pressure, I haven't got much of a choice other than to go to the winger who's offside right now. And the way that the midfield is spaced means that they're well prepared for any kind of break I want to make through the middle. I'm having to rely on my midfielder to come and help me out there, come backwards to be able to pass to him, which is what I love about this version of FIFA for me. Has a midfield that encourages you to think about what you're doing instead of just being able to blindly hammer pass and go forward. And I'm not saying it does that, it's like that all the time, because it's not, but it's a definite improvement from previous versions. And if you look at the box, again, striker, okay, there's a guy unmarked at the top of the very edge of the box, which isn't great, but we we've been asking for the defense to kind of compress and to stop leaving gaps for strikers. And you can see, look, by the penalty spot, you've got a guy making a run there and no one's marking him, so no one's following him through, no one's tracking back, I should say. And that's not great. But it's definitely more compressed in the box. It's more difficult for me to get the ball through. And I, in fact, lose the ball to the midfield pressure that's there. So the other question about competitor mode on is, does it mean that the AI plays like, just skill chains, basically, which I absolutely can't stand when you're playing, Barnsley and they're playing like Barcelona. Well, this is the AI on competitor mode. This is legendary. Now, I did try Ultimate for a minute and I had to turn it off. It's absolutely dreadful. Just they will not cross, they will not shoot from long range, which makes me wonder, is legendary now just dumbed down a little bit because suddenly they know they're not going to score from long range, but they're hitting it anyway. But that's not true because they actually score from long range. And anyway, my point being with competitor mode on legendary here, you're not seeing a huge amount of skill moves. I think the winger does one here to try and get a bit of space, get around the man, which he doesn't do. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. Maybe competitor mode stays on.